morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Times Now, India's election news headquarters. I'm Navika Kumar, and over the next 1 hour, I'm going to take you over to the most important state that's going to polls in just about 72 hours from now. Over the last 3 years, you have seen what opinion polls suggest about Assam, Puducherry, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and over the next 60 minutes, we're going to be looking at West Bengal, which is the high-stakes battle. This is where it has become a bipolar fight between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress. The entire battle lines being drawn out right there. But first, let's take a look at the top other states. Let's recap what we are seeing in the other states going to the polls. In Kerala, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the numbers. And the numbers, the way they are poised tonight, is 77 for the LDF, and this is 14 down from its last tally. It is UDF, which is with the Congress as the lead partner, is about 62. That's 15 up from last time, but certainly not enough to go over the halfway mark in a 140-seat assembly. So the LDF, Pinari Vijayan, looks like he's set for a second comeback in Kerala, something that hasn't happened in over 30 years in the past. Let's look at Puducherry. Puducherry is one state where the BJP seems to have made yet another foray. The NDA is poised to get 21 seats. That's about 9 up from the 2016 elections. The UPA is going to be 9. That's 8 down from its earlier 2016 tally. So in the 30-seat assembly, it seems like we're going to see an NDA government in Puducherry. In Tamil Nadu, it is really the UPA, the DMK Congress alliance, which is set to sweep the polls in Tamil Nadu. 177 seats. That's 79 up from the 2016 tally. The AIA DMK, with help from the BJP, not making it anywhere close to the halfway mark in the 234-seat assembly and stopping at around 49 seats. So DMK, MK Stalin, poised to be the next chief minister of Tamil Nadu. In Assam, the NDA is down, but way up the halfway mark, and it is at 69. That's 5 down from the last time. Not a bad performance given the fact that anti-incumbency would be against them, but clearly Tarun Gogoi's absence helping the BJP, as does the popularity of Sarbananda Sonowal, who's head and shoulders above any other leader in Assam. The UPA at 56, not far behind, but certainly not making the cut this time in Assam. So BJP likely to keep its stranglehold in the northeast's biggest state, Assam. Now let's go across to the state we've been waiting for, West Bengal. We've seen in the last week of March some improvements coming in for the BJP, yet the C-Voter survey gives a percentage of about 42.1% of the votes to the Trinamool Congress, the BJP at 37.4%. That's way above its previous performance of about 10%. That is how the BJP is poised for in this particular election. Both the left and the Congress alliance coming down. As far as the seat projection is concerned, the TMC past the halfway mark, 160 seats is what the C-Voter survey is giving the TMC, 112 to the BJP, and that's how it is stacked. Of course, the Congress and the left virtually in a no-show, 22 seats going to them. That's 54 down from their individual performance last time around, and that's how the West Bengal Assembly is stacked. 160 seats going across to the Trinamool Congress, 112 to the BJP. But what is important in this election is the poll results. Let's take a look of the average, because many polls have shown the BJP picking up in the last 3 weeks. And let's look at the CNX ABP poll of 24th March, which gives the TMC 141, the BJP 135, and that's a neck-and-neck contest. The Jan Ki Baat poll, which gives 127 to the TMC, 155 to the BJP. It's the other way around, giving the BJP an advantage in their polls. And the poll numbers is so close that you will be at the edge of your seats on 2nd of May when the results start getting counted from the EVM machines. 143 for the TMC, 134 for the BJP alliance, and that is the number game in West Bengal. The poll really doesn't give much away. 9 seats to give between the TMC and the BJP, and that's the way it's stacked. Let me first go across to Yashwant Deshmukh, who is our pollster, the C voter polls. If the polls are right, he gets the credit. If the polls are wrong, Yashwant Deshmukh, the guns and the knives are going to be out for you. So Yashwant Deshmukh, if we look at the poll of polls and we look at the C voter polls, together, the poll is calling it out as a much closer election. Whether it's advantage BJP or TMC, it's calling it much closer. Whereas your poll, the C voter poll, is actually giving a clear edge and the clear advantage to Mamata Banerjee and the TMC. Any specific reasons why your poll seems to be so clear? Are the others not being able to read the mood of the people on the ground?
No, I've never claimed that others are not reading the sentiment, or we are doing something which is different. But we are, Navika, running a tracker, which we do regardless of elections happening or not. You know it. For years, we are doing it on a daily basis. So when I look at our tracker numbers, I can see the BJP graph going up, but that graph of BJP is going up at the cost of left and the Congress vote bank. Mamata Banerjee's numbers are not that. Her ratings are not coming down as such. This is why in our tracking poll, you will figure out that her numbers are being kind of maintained, but BJP graph is going up. You see, the way I look at it, it will be easier to say that BJP is winning or BJP is leading when Mamata's numbers start coming down and BJP numbers start going up further. At this point of time, the numbers that we are getting, the tracker that we are getting, she is holding on to her number. However, having said that, 4 weeks, it's a long time. 6 weeks is a long time. 8 phased elections. Prime Minister has just started campaigning. So, it's a long phase. What the numbers which we are talking, these are the numbers as on today. They might be different 6 weeks from now, but today is the last day as far as the ECI says. We cannot show you the numbers over the next 6 weeks or so. They can change as well. But in our tracker, you wanted to know the difference. Other polls are one-off polls, and they are getting that number on the day of their field work. Our poll is a daily tracker, and we are seeing a secular trend of BJP graph going up at the expense of Congress and the left votes, but Mamata holding up. Mamata's support base is pretty much holding up. That's why we can see that graph for Mamata as a stack.
Yashwant Deshmukh, to this already existing poll of polls, let me add one more. People's Pulse and India TV poll, which puts the TMC at 95 and the BJP at 183, which makes the poll of poll numbers in BJP's favor. 146 for the BJP, 131 for the Trinamool Congress. So this really changes the picture. This 3 polls which are way closer, the CNX ABP, the Jan Ki Baat, the People's Pulse India TV poll, all of them actually swing it in favor of the BJP. At the moment, CNX and C voter showing the positive side to the the side of the TMC, whereas the other polls give the advantage to the BJP, and that's how polls seem to be set up at this point in time. Before I waste any more time, as I ask my panelists to hold on, I'm going to be joined by Kailash Vijayvargiya, the BJP's General Secretary in charge of West Bengal. And कैलाश विजयवर्गीय जी, मैं आपसे सीधा सवाल ये पूछना चाहती हूं कि पोल ऑफ पोल के नंबर्स में आप आगे दिखाई देते हैं बंगाल स्टेट में। सी वोटर पोल जो है वो तृणमूल कांग्रेस को मेजॉरिटी दे रहा है, लेकिन पोल ऑफ पोल में एडवांटेज बीजेपी के पास है। क्या बात है कि सारे पोल्स कुछ कहीं ना कहीं कंफ्यूज्ड नजर आ रहे हैं इस वक्त? दो पोल कह रहे हैं टीएमसी आगे, बाकी पोल कह रहे हैं बीजेपी आगे। क्या सिचुएशन ऑन द ग्राउंड बदल गई है पिछले कुछ हफ्तों में?
देखिए, बंगाल के अंदर एकदम मतदाता खुल के नहीं बोलते। जो टीएमसी को वोट देगा वो खुल के बोलेगा, पर जो बीजेपी को वोट देगा या किसी अन्य दल को बोलेगा तो चारों तरफ देखेगा और डरता डरता बोलेगा। और इसलिए बंगाल के अंदर जितने भी सर्वे होंगे उसमें हो सकता है टीएमसी को एडवांटेज मिल रहा हो, पर मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि वहां पर सिर्फ और सिर्फ भारतीय जनता पार्टी भारी बहुमत से मिलेगी। एक आंधी चल रही है भारतीय जनता पार्टी की। आप देखिए, कार्यक्रम देखिए, जितने कार्यक्रम हो रहे हैं। हम कोशिश करते हैं मैदान में कि 1 लाख का मैदान आ जाते हैं, 2 लाख, और बैरिकेड तोड़ के लोग घूमते हैं। तो ये बड़ी पेशोपेश में हम भी कि एकदम जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रति और मोदी जी के प्रति जो आकर्षण बढ़ा है, मुझे लगता है कि बंगाल की जनता 4 दशक में तंग हो गई है। पहले कांग्रेस, फिर सीपीएम, फिर टीएमसी, और जो टोलाबाजी, सिंडिकेट और माफिया राज है उससे तंग आ गए। और लोग चाहते हैं कि एक स्वस्थ प्रदेश बने, एक ऐसा प्रदेश बने जहाँ पर विकास हो, जहाँ पर कि कम से कम ये जो अराजकता का वातावरण दिखाई देता है समाप्त हो। इसलिए अगर उनको आशा की किरण कुछ दिखाई देती है तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी और मोदी जी और उनके नेतृत्व में ही सोनार बंगला बन सकता है, ऐसा मैं मानता हूं।
विजयवर्गीय जी, पिछले सर्वे और अब के सर्वे के बीच में एक चीज जो नजर आ रही है वो है कि बीजेपी का पॉजिटिव ग्रोथ होता चला जा रहा है, और ये जो है ये एक मेजर इंसिडेंट के बाद हुआ था जब ममता बनर्जी चीफ मिनिस्टर जी को चोट लगी थी पैर में, जिसका बहुत लोगों ने अंदेशा किया था कि शायद एक सिंपैथी वोट उनकी तरफ आ रहा होगा। ओपिनियन पोल में कम से कम इससे तृणमूल कांग्रेस को कोई सिंपैथी वोट मिलता हुआ नजर नहीं आ रहा। आप इसे कैसे देखते हैं?
देखिए, घटना दुर्घटना दोनों में अंतर है। वो दुर्घटना थी, पर उसको घटना बताने की कोशिश की गई सहानुभूति प्राप्त करने के लिए। पर मैं देश के मीडिया को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। उन्होंने उस पूरी घटना को बताया कि ये घटना नहीं है, दुर्घटना है। और यहाँ तक भी कि ममता जी के चीफ सेक्रेटरी ने जब इलेक्शन कमीशन को रिपोर्ट भेजी तो उसमें ये बताया कि भाई ये एक्सीडेंट ही है, इसमें किसी का दोष नहीं। और फिर भी ममता जी बार बार कह रही है कि मेरा पैर तोड़ने की कोशिश की गई पर मैं फिर भी निकल के आ गई। तो लोग समझ रहे हैं कि ये नौटंकी, ये नाटक अब ज्यादा नहीं चलेगा। नहीं तो कोई महिला का पैर टूट जाए और वो पैर टूटी हुई पैर से और व्हील वाली चेयर पे जाकर प्रचार करे, उसको सहानुभूति नहीं मिले, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। पर लोगों को ध्यान में आ गया कि ये सहानुभूति प्राप्त करने के लिए एक नाटक है।
मैं एक सवाल और आपसे पूछना चाहती हूं, ये जो कांग्रेस लेफ्ट आईएसएफ का एक गठबंधन अब्बास सिद्दीकी जी के साथ बना था, इससे कहीं ना कहीं बीजेपी को एक एडवांटेज मिलने की उम्मीद थी, क्योंकि आपने बहुत लोगों ने कहा था कि मुस्लिम वोट जो है वो डिवाइड होगा तृणमूल के बीच में और इनके बीच में। वो भी होता हुआ नजर नहीं आ रहा है। क्या ये एक डिसएडवांटेज होगा बीजेपी के लिए?
ऐसा है कि मैं तो काफी पहले दिन से कह रहा हूँ एक बात कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी 51% वोट की राजनीति कर रही है, और हमारा ऐसा मानना है कि हमें तो इतने वोट मिलेंगे और हम 2/3 बहुमत से सरकार बनाएंगे। 49% में कोई भी गठबंधन हो, कोई भी मिले, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। पर सीपीएम कांग्रेस जो अपना अस्तित्व बचाने के लिए, उन्होंने एक नए नौजवान हैं जिन्होंने पार्टी खड़ी की, उनसे कंप्रोमाइज कर लिया। वो सोच रहे थे कि उनके आधार पर हम अपना अस्तित्व बना लेंगे, पर मुझे लगता है कि वो स्थिति दिख नहीं रही है। और हम घूमते भी हैं डेली, प्रतिदिन। मैं भी अभी हाल ही आया हूँ, मैं देख रहा हूँ कि उनकी सभाओं में भी कोई बहुत, कांग्रेस और सीपीएम की सभा में बहुत लोग आ रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है। हाँ, भाईजान की सभा में जरूर लोग आ रहे हैं। अब उनका एक भाईजान का एक अल्पसंख्यक समाज में अपना एक प्रभाव है, तो उनकी सभा में जरूर भीड़ हो रही है। पर कांग्रेस और टीएमसी के, सीपीएम की सभा में मुझे लोग कोई दिखाई नहीं दे रहे।
विजय वर्गीय जी, एक सवाल और है कि ममता बनर्जी जो मुख्यमंत्री के ऑफिस के लिए लड़ रही हैं, उन्होंने चंडी पाठ पढ़ा, दुर्गा पाठ पढ़ा, हिंदूज को अपनी तरफ खींचने की कोशिश की। आपको इसका कोई नजर आ रहा है बदलाव जमीन पर?
देखिए, चुनाव जो होता है ये नेता को चयन करने का होता है, अभिनेता को चयन करने का नहीं होता है। और आप यदि अभिनेता बनने की कोशिश करें, आप पैर में चोट लग गई तो आप व्हील वाली चेयर पर बैठे और आप अभिनय करें कि मैं शक्ति पाठ करती हूँ, और वो भी गलत सलत, तो लोगों को समझ में आ जाता है कि भाई हमको नेता चुनना है, नेता नहीं चुनना है। तो फिर 10 साल का आपका कार्यकाल रहा, आप मुख्यमंत्री रहे, बड़े बहुमत के साथ मुख्यमंत्री रहे, और उसके बाद आप अपना काम नहीं गिना पा रही कि मैंने बंगाल के लिए ये किया, मैंने बंगाल में इतनी इंडस्ट्री लगाई, मैंने इतने बेरोजगार नौजवानों को काम दिया, कुछ नहीं दिला पा रही। वही जबरदस्त भ्रष्टाचार और रिटेल भ्रष्टाचार जिसे कहते हैं ना, कि आपको कुछ भी खरीदना है तो आपको सिंडिकेट को टैक्स देना पड़ेगा। मतलब सेल टैक्स अलग, जीएसटी अलग, यहाँ पर एक सिंडिकेट टैक्स लगता है हर चीज के लिए, और वो रिटेल। आपको भी, अगर आप बंगाल में आपको सीमेंट की बोरी खरीदना है तो वो सिंडिकेट टैक्स तो वहाँ पर आपको देना ही पड़ेगा। यदि आपको मकान बनाना है तो लेबर कौन होगा? वो सिंडिकेट से, वो सिंडिकेट ही तय करेगा, आप तय नहीं करेंगे। तो इसलिए जो ये दादागिरी है, ये जो वसूली है, इसे लोग तंग आ चुके हैं और एक तरीके से हेट हो गई है टीएमसी से। मुझे लगता है कि इसका परिणाम 2 मई को आप और हम सब देखेंगे।
हमारे साथ बनने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कैलाश विजयवर्गीय जी। 72 आवर्स में पहला फेज पोलिंग का होने वाला है, देखते हैं कौन बनेगा मुख्यमंत्री। लेट्स गो अक्रॉस टू रिजू दत्ता joining me tonight on the news hour. Riju Datta, if you're seeing these numbers, whether you look at the sea water numbers or you look at the poll of poll numbers, there is one common factor, which is the BJP is a growing force, and on the other hand, the Trinamool Congress, whether you look at it in terms of the poll of poll numbers or otherwise, it's not being able to grow beyond a point. In fact, some of the polls are showing, the popularity and the numbers of the past are actually coming down. Riju Datta, is the incident of Mamata Banerjee, which was expected to raise sympathy, actually giving way once again to the issues of performance, of governance, and the fact that Vijay Varghia ji mentions syndicate, cut money, the corruption, all of this playing a bigger role as far as the Trinamool's support base is concerned?
Navika ji, first of all, I want to say, with all due respect to the opinion polls and all the poll of the polls, what it shows is, it shows a trend. And the trend is BJP is getting their percentages higher, but like the gentleman who has conducted the polls who said that they are getting them percentages higher from the vote share of CPM and Congress, not from TMC. From 2016, 2018, 2019, our basic average is 43% and we are going to hold on to it. And if you see the 2016 elections also, we got 46% and we got 211 seats. So we have to hold on to our base. Now coming to the bottom line, I'm very glad that all the national media and even the BJP has stepped away from this Ram and Rahim, and now they're talking about the development card, which is good, at least for the people of Bengal. And I want to say that we are going to hold on to our vote share. We are going to get whatever seats that we are going to get. But the key factor now, somehow CPM, Congress and their Gathbandhan is becoming, because their balm who have become Rams now, if they get their vote share back and if they claw back to at least 20-23%, that will be very dangerous and very harmful for BJP, who will not only come down below 100, they will come down less than 50. So that is what we have to see what Congress, CPM are doing. We are very confident on where we stand, and we are looking at around more than 200 seats in this Bengal.
Well, Riju Datta, the BJP also says they've been looking at 200 plus seats. That's what Mr. Amit Shah has stated, not just today, but he's been saying that right from the beginning. But let me tell you one particular question that we asked our pollsters, and Yashwant Deshmukh knows. We asked our voters, in fact, our target group, we asked, is Bengal happy with Prime Minister Modi's performance? Rate Modi's performance. 40.24% people from Bengal said they are very much satisfied. 26.54% said they are somewhat satisfied. Not at all satisfied are only 28%, and don't know, can't say around 5%. So in Bengal, nearly 67% of the people think that Modi is a great guy. And I want to ask, and I want to pose this question to Ashutosh ji. Ashutosh ji, when Modi is a popular figure in West Bengal, when people from West Bengal are asked this question, will this be some sort of a pressure on the Trinamool Congress because his popularity is all pervading across the country?
Navika, I think the two things which has to be said about Mr. Modi's popularity, there is no doubt that Mr. Modi's popularity is all across this country. In the parliamentary election, he said the BJP unexpectedly won 18 seats. It's not because the BJP is organizationally very strong. But unfortunately, in the assembly elections, Mr. Modi's popularity does not translate into the assembly seats. And that's a trend which you look at from the Goa election 2017 to Jharkhand and the Bihar election in 2020 and there is a gap of 8. There is a dip of BJP vote share from 8% to 24%. In Jharkhand assembly election, BJP, despite doing exceedingly well during the parliamentary election, its vote share dips by 24%. In Delhi, similarly, if you see, in 2019 parliamentary elections, the BJP was getting something around 57% votes. But in assembly election, BJP vote share dips to 39%. That's a gap of 18% votes. That's why the BJP has to. Modi is popular, but will Bengal election break the myth and the pattern? That's the biggest question which has to be seen. The point number two which I want to make, the one is whether the Bengal will, is it a kind of election like Aam Aadmi Party 1-0 in 2013 or Aam Aadmi Party 2.0 in 2015. What does I mean to say? In 2013, Delhi did not believe that Aam Aadmi Party can win election and can come to power. But in 2015, people believed that Aam Aadmi Party can come back to power, can form the government. So they got 67 seats. In 2013, they got only 29 seats. So if people in Bengal, BJP could make them believe that BJP can defeat Mamata Banerjee, then it's going to be trouble for Mamata Banerjee. If people are not willing, then the BJP will be in trouble. And in that case, if they crosses 100 seats, I will be very surprised.
Yashwant Deshmukh wants to come in, and Yashwant Deshmukh, I want to ask you, in the regions, Deltaic region, Greater Kolkata region, Highlands, North Border, Southern Plains and Northern Hills. It's the Southern Plains which was seen as the major challenge for the BJP, and the BJP seems to be breaking some new grounds there. And these seats go to the polls in the first two phases of the elections. Do you think that if the BJP performs well in the first two phases of these elections, the story could change? The numbers that we are looking at now, at this point, can change for the BJP, and of course what Ashutosh points out?
Of course, 8 phases in 6 weeks are a long time. 1 week is a long time in politics, you know, and that percolation of you know, word of mouth and जिसे कहते हैं हवा बन रही है, these things do play an important part. But Ashutosh made a very important point, Navika, and I want to say this because we have been saying this in Tracker all along, that India is slowly, very clearly getting a split vote in each and every state. BJP gets a Modi dividend in Lok Sabha election anywhere ranging between 10 to 15%, and even in today's survey, Navika, when we ask the same voter, same set of voter in West Bengal, whom would you vote for if the Lok Sabha elections would have happened today, then there is a gap of almost 10 points between BJP and TMC. Almost 10 points. Which I can surely say that if this was an election for Lok Sabha, BJP probably would have been winning 35, 36 out of 42 seats. So there is a very crisp, clear split voting phenomena, and we are seeing that. You remember, Navika, when we were doing the tracker of when we were doing the trackers of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, we consistently mentioned that BJP is losing this election, but within 6 months BJP is going to sweep the Lok Sabha elections because there is almost 10 to 15% point Modi dividend which the BJP gets benefited from. So as far as Modi's popularity is concerned, certainly it is not just intact, it has gone up, and they are going to reap a huge one in whenever the next Lok Sabha elections are happening in West Bengal. I mean, in the rest of India.
So you're saying there's a difference between Assembly and Lok Sabha elections. Let me get in Shukanto Mazumdar of the BJP, is a member of parliament. And Shukanto Mazumdar, look at the popularity ratings. 54.9, that's nearly 55% of the people in West Bengal think that Mamata Banerjee is the most popular chief ministerial face. Dilip Ghosh comes in next at 32.3. So a huge gap coming in, and nobody really compares. The others are all in single digits. Mukul Roy, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Abhishek Banerjee, all in single digits coming after that. So I want to ask you, it is extremely crucial for the BJP that Prime Minister Modi's popularity converts into votes in the assembly election, and given the fact that the BJP has not declared a chief ministerial candidate, it looks like the BJP is playing on a defensive strategy at the moment.
Navika ji, I would like to say that BJP is not playing any defensive game. Just in last few elections, if you see the trend, most of the cases BJP have not declared any chief ministerial candidate. But here in survey, obviously, as the Mamata Banerjee, she is the chief minister of the West Bengal, and she is the prominent face in from TMC side. So obviously, people will, if you ask somebody who will be the chief minister of West Bengal, so obviously her name will come. But in BJP, we have not declared any name or any face as a chief ministerial candidate. So people may be a little bit confused there who will be, and their share, the vote share has been divided between Dilip Ghosh and the other leaders of the BJP. So we are not worried at all about that, but we are confident enough on the basis of our organizational structure as well as our star campaigner Narendra Modi. Yes, we are lucky enough to have him because we have such a excellent political leader as well as the campaigner, excellent political campaigner. And I believe that I will ask the gentlemen to keep their tracker on. Just wait for few phases, and when the Modi bomb will be bombing on the whole West Bengal, the vote share will increase.
Riju Datta wanting to come in. Riju Datta. The BJP says that even if Narendra Modi is not the chief ministerial candidate, the fact of the matter is that his popularity transcends all boundaries, whether it's Uttarakhand, whether it's Uttar Pradesh, whether it's Rajasthan, whether it's Gujarat. It just transcends all the boundaries, and people would look at him and his governance model, as something that possibly Bengal could also see, because there has been a feud on the central schemes being implemented in Bengal. Mamata Banerjee, nobody's talking about the fact that she's governed for 10 10 years. And there is something called anti-incumbency, even in West Bengal, which has seen 34 years of left rule, 10 years of TMC rules. Anti-incumbency and a newer India can change all of that.
Navika ji, only 3 pertinent points I'll make why BJP unfortunately won't make the government this time, because no doubt that Narendra Modi ji is popular in Bengal. He is popular all over the country. But he have to understand that he is not contesting the election. It is a Bengal election for the people of Bengal to choose their captain. So even though he is very, very popular, they do not have anybody. They have so many people as CM faces that people do not know who they are going to be their captain. Number one. Number two, it is against the two things. 7 years of lies and jumlas versus 10 years of deliverance. So, I have got the manifesto of Tripura and Assam. Like, I'll give you one example. They said CAA will be implemented in Bengal, and categorically CAA is not mentioned in the Assam manifesto. So, people do not have faith in the central government anymore. And last but not the least, I just want to say BJP, put the last nail in their electoral coffin when they declared their candidate list. The amount of infighting that is going on in Bengal, their central leaders being locked up in their own party offices, their cadres burning their own party offices, is enough to destroy them within. And Modi ji, with his all popularity and all magnanimous attitude, cannot repair this damage. They will die from an implosion rather than...
Shehzad Poonawalla, is the Trinamool Congress hoping against hope that that's what will happen? They say ticket distribution controversies. What about ticket distribution controversies within the Trinamool Congress? And of course, the fact that corruption, cut money, these are issues also topmost in the people's mind. Won't these make a difference as far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned?
Absolutely, Navika. First of all, a lot of distinction is being made between the voting in Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, and how the BJP has no chief minister declared, and therefore that will not allow them to win the elections. We should remember Maharashtra, we should remember Haryana. What was the trend in that? Wherever BJP fights a Lok Sabha successfully, and the first time they are going to come to power without an incumbent government, their Modi factor doubles up. So that has to be factored in for Bengal too. They've swept, they got 40% vote share in 2019, and they have never had a Bengal government. There's no anti-incumbency, therefore that can actually add up. And my friend Yashwant is also keeping the possibility open that 8-phase election, when Mr. Modi actually gets into it, his campaigning may add a lot of value. But here are the real points, Navika. Why has Nandigram called for Mamata Banerjee? Because of the 30% vote bank of Muslims, therefore भवानीपुर से स्कूटी भगानी पड़ी, इसीलिए चंडी पाठ और दुर्गा पाठ करना पड़ा, इसीलिए ममता दीदी को जब टीएमसी से नेता जा रहे तो उनमें मीर जाफर आजकल दिख रहे हैं. इतने नेता रूलिंग पार्टी छोड़कर कब जाते हैं दूसरी पार्टी की ओर, जब उनको पता है कि सत्ता में फिर से ये पार्टी आएगी. नाउ मोर इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन इज दैट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन बंगाल. व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन बंगाल इज दैट द वोटर इज स्कैर्ड ऑफ द टीएमसी कल्चर. व्हाट इज टीएमसी कल्चर? टेरर, टोलाबाजी, माइनॉरिटी अपीजमेंट एंड कट मनी करप्शन. इट इज institutionalization of corruption and monopolization of corruption. It is corruption of police force and other institutions, and criminalization of politics all across. This in the last 10 years has made the people of Bengal yearn for Ashol Parivartan, and therefore when the Prime Minister goes and promises them, that is they have the confidence that Dada will deliver us from Didi, and therefore the battle is not about who will be the next Chief Minister. They don't even care कि TMC का नेता आकर वहां पर आ रहा है. They are only asking कि who will get rid of this TMC culture, terror, minority appeasement and cut money. और अगर ऐसा नहीं होता तो चंडी पाठ क्यों करना पड़ता, दुर्गा पाठ क्यों करना पड़ता, विक्टिम कार्ड क्यों खेलना पड़ता, ये भी तो सवाल है ना.
Let me come in.
Well, let me get in Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha,
all the political
in the middle
rhetorics.
of all of this, I want to ask you, what are Rahul Gandhi's stakes? I want to ask you this because look at the poll of poll numbers, and the poll of poll numbers actually, shows that the left and the Congress together are not even part of the game. Look at the 17. Congress and left together, it's a disgrace. You combine with the left parties, you combine with CPM in West Bengal, you fight against them in Kerala. Against them in Kerala, you can't even make a comeback in a state where normally the view is that if there is a left government once, the next time it will be a Congress government. Rahul Gandhi moves to Kerala, does not even influence the Kerala vote, and in West Bengal makes alliance partners out of his opponents in Kerala, and then is a total washout, and in the middle of all of this mix also gives up his secular credentials when he aligns with the ISF, and he hasn't made a single trip to West Bengal. So I want to ask you, where is the Congress party in all of this? Is Congress looking at West Bengal as another state that it should just let go without even bothering about?
Well, Navika, there is no denying that the Congress left combined is a joker in the pack in the West Bengal elections. It's either going to damage the TMC or it's going to destructively impact the BJP. But from the numbers you are forecasting, and I have a lot of respect for Yashwant's entire predictive model, I can see that it is actually becoming a very peripheral party, which is a tragedy, because barring the 10 years that the TMC has been in government, West Bengal has had either the Congress or the CPM. So this is a very calamitous collapse. And I think there is no denying that if you look at the numbers of the CPM and the left in the last assembly elections, together they had nearly 33% of the vote share, which is quite significant. And they had 70 seats. So clearly the loss is going definitely the way of the BJP. And if that doesn't worry the Congress, I don't know what should cause it more sleepless nights. And, I look at all these, I've looked at all your state predictions, and I feel there is a sliver of an opportunity if there is some momentum they can build in Kerala. But I think the real story for the Congress, and I think that's where the Congress is really investing a lot of its political capital, is Assam. Because Assam is the one state of the 5 where the Congress and the BJP, with their alliance partners, are head-to-head. If the Congress manages to upstage the BJP in Assam, and I'm going to share something with you, that there is a lot of internal confidence that I sense, that there is a belief that it's going to be 6 or 7 seats if they switch hands, then I think the alliance becomes extremely formidable. And Navika, I think the Congress is therefore hoping that it can upstage the BJP in Assam, and I'm not going to rule it out yet. In Kerala, I think it's going to be obviously a very, very momentous loss for the Congress, because the truth is that state ought to have moved this way, because the Congress did very, very well in the Lok Sabha elections. And I think they have been completely upstaged so far by the personality or the imagery of Mr. Vijayan. But you're right, you're absolutely right. How can I deny it that in West Bengal, we are pushing ourselves virtually to the brink? And I think one of the reasons behind that is that Mamata Banerjee in the TMC did encourage polarization with the BJP in the early stages. And that has helped her cannibalize a lot of the Congress votes that have transferred to the TMC. And one of the things, Navika, which is very clear so far, is that voters vote for parties where they believe they have a chance to win. So in West Bengal, the people who are unhappy with Trinamool are voting BJP because they don't see the Congress and the left as a viable alternative or a party that will be strong enough to even influence the formation of the next government. For Rahul Gandhi, I think this is going to be a very big election. I'll be very honest with you. For Rahul, there's a lot at stake here. It's not just because G23 have said that, there are a lot of internal problems within the Congress. I think, it is internally, I think Rahul will look at himself and say, listen, if we can't pull this off, that means there is something that the Congress fundamentally...
Na Maya Mili na Ram. You're not even doing Muslim appeasement. You're not even secular. You don't have a strategy. You don't have a vote base. You're not just getting wiped off, in Kerala, but you're also getting wiped off in West Bengal. And in Assam, of course, Mr. Sanjay Jha thinks that there is going to be a rabbit that's going to come out of the hat. Well, nobody ever said that you can't hope against hope. But the manner in which the Congress has turned, victories into defeats is something this country has watched from the sidelines.
Navika, I will be very honest with you. I have come on your show so many times after several disastrous performances in states for the last maybe 8-9 years. And, it's very, very distressing to note that we ignored states like Puducherry. We think it's small. It has great value in terms of optics, the morale of your team. These things make a difference. I just saw the results of the Goa municipal elections, and the BJP has completely thrashed the Congress. and to believe that we were the single largest party in 2017. So I think this is a telling commentary, and I am being very honest with you, Navika. If the Congress
and without
doesn't do
Tarun
well,
Gogoi in Assam, well, good luck to you for thinking well about the Congress party, Sanjay Jha. But Meeta Chakrabarti, what do you think about Rahul Gandhi's leadership and where it's leading the party, especially in the states that are going to the polls? Tamil Nadu, 25 seats, down from 41. You know, it's not even being able to keep its self-respect intact.
Okay, first of all, good evening to all your viewers. Going by the opinion poll, before I comment on Rahul Gandhi's leadership skills, I think in a state like West Bengal, where you have the TMC government in the state and the BJP in the center, many people who are silent voters and silent supporters of any other political formation may find it very difficult to articulate their support for such a formation. The kind of ground reports that we are receiving, the kind of response we saw on the 28th of February on the brigade ground for the political meeting that was held by the left, Congress and
Rahul Gandhi, the leader of the Congress party, hasn't been to West Bengal and there are 3 days left for polling to begin. Meeta Chakrabarti, I want to ask you, how serious is Mr. Rahul Gandhi about Bengal?
It's happening in 8 phases, and the polls are going to be going on till the end of April. It's not over yet. We are still expecting people from the Gandhi family and Mr. Rahul Gandhi to come in.
Fantastic. So, Mr. Dinesh Vashne, 8 phases poll, so Mr. Rahul Gandhi can decide to land there somewhere around the 5th or the 6th poll. At least that's what people who support the Congress party are saying. But Dinesh Vashne, I want to ask you, in your partnership with the Congress party and showing up for about 17 seats out of 294 in West Bengal, अस्तित्व क्या है CPM का, कांग्रेस का बंगाल में आज? 34 साल, 34 years the left has ruled Bengal.
Look,
where are you
Navika,
today?
Navika,
and do you think the Congress is a liability?
Look, Navika, this is an attempt by the TMC and BJP both, as well as the media, to show that it is a bipolar contest in Bengal. It is not. It is a triangular contest. You have seen the brigade ground rally, and yesterday even in Nandigram, our rally was much, much bigger than the BJP rally. Even in other districts, our rallies are much bigger than the BJP rallies or the TMC rallies. So we are going to increase our seats. We may be closer to formation of the government.
Navika,
and if the TMC and BJP both are corrupt, they wanted to first
Navika,
keep the narrative between Ram and Chandi and Devi and Devta.
It is the CPM,
it is the left which compelled them to come to that. And
ये triangular contest किसको नजर आ रहा है? Let's take a popular vote across the panel. ये triangular contest किसको नजर आ रहा है? यशवंत देशमुख, आपको कहीं triangular contest नजर आ रहा है बंगाल में? आपने डेली ट्रैकर किया है पिछले कई महीनों में, आपको कहीं ट्रायंगुलर कॉन्टेस्ट नजर आया?
ये ट्रायंगुलर कंटेस्ट दिमाग में हो सकता है, फील्ड में कितना है ये मुझे नहीं लगता, क्योंकि कम से कम हमारे नंबर्स में ऐसा नहीं दिख रहा है। एक तो ये बात, दूसरी बात, ये चुनाव जितने की महत्वपूर्ण है।
आशुतोष जी, आपको ट्रायंगुलर कॉन्टेस्ट नजर आ रहा है बंगाल में और लेफ्ट और कांग्रेस का कोई अस्तित्व है? आशुतोष जी,
नहीं, मैं तो एक ही शब्द ये कहूंगा, द कांग्रेस एंड द लेफ्ट हैज विदर्ड अवे इन बंगाल।
वेल, किसी को नजर नहीं आ रहा। शहजाद पूनावाला, आई वॉन्ट टू आस्क यू, मिस्टर राहुल गांधी डज नॉट इवन लैंड इन बंगाल टिल 3 days बिफोर द पोल. Supporters say that there are 8 phase polls, so he can come in later. Do you think once again, if the left was not bad enough on its own, the Congress has become a bigger liability for the left parties, pulling it down in Bengal? At least left alone in Kerala is being able to repeat a government there, but in Bengal, left going down with Congress or left going down on its own?
Well, to answer the question you asked, Yashwant and Ashutosh, first, triangle to hai, but it is a triangle for the Muslim vote, and the two other quoters are TMC on one side and Congress and left ISF on the other side. So ये love triangle तो चल रहा है कि Muslim vote कौन से माली को मिले ये fool. But anyways, that is not the point. The point is that look at Rahul Gandhi's party and their seriousness. They are saying 8 phases are there, so first phase के seats निकल जाएंगे. This is actually contradiction within contradictions. Congress is in love affair with left in in Bengal. They are having talaq in Kerala. अब voter को समझ नहीं आ रहा. In Kerala, the voter is saying, okay, since you are our friends in Bengal, then we might as well give the left party another chance in Kerala. And in Bengal, they are saying that anyways you're fighting.
Absolutely. Let's go through some more numbers. The last questions that we've asked on this survey. Rating of the Sarkar's performance in West Bengal, very satisfied, 37%, satisfied to some extent, 33.6%. So Mamata Banerjee, at least people saying they are happy with that government. Rate the Chief Minister's performance against her own popularity, pretty good. NDA's performance is also very good. So if you look at the NDA national performance, people in Bengal very, very satisfied with it. Living standard increasing in the last 1 year. Well, only 26.5% people feel yes, their living standards have improved. Will it improve over the next 1 year? Very few have any expectations of that actually happening. And let's look at these numbers. Do you believe Mamata Banerjee's claim? And this is an important one, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe Mamata Banerjee's claim that her injury was an outcome of a conspiracy? Deep conspiracy, 40% people feel just a drama. Say 37% people. So it's even Stevens. Any sympathy coming her way? Well, 42% people feel yes, she'll get sympathy. Will work against the TMC. 31% people feel. Congress left alliance with Abbas Siddiqui. Will it eat into Mamata Banerjee's vote bank? 32.6% feel yes. 34.5% feel no. Will the AIMIM and the Congress left ISF alliance indirectly help the BJP? 40% people actually feel yes, it will do. Has Mamata Banerjee protected corrupt leaders? It is 48% believe she does protect corruption. So ladies and gentlemen, those are the numbers that are being put out by the people. Yes, corruption is an issue. Yes, Mamata Banerjee is popular in the state of West Bengal, but there are many in Bengal who think the NDA government led by Prime Minister Modi has done very well at the center. Will they give a chance to Modi and the BJP in West Bengal? Well, the poll tells us, yes, they could. The BJP is slipping slightly ahead. C voters still thinks it's in favor of Trinamool Congress for the moment, but many people saying the first two phases of election will hold the key. Hawa banegi ki nahi, because these two phases seem to have the advantage for the BJP, and if it translates into votes, who knows who's going to be the Mukhyamantri, the Chief Minister of Bengal. Thank you very much to my panelists for joining me on this big opinion poll debate. Taking a short break, breaking news from Parliament coming up on the other side.